ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿತೀನಿ. ಯಾವ ದಿವಸ ನೀವು ಬೇಡ ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರೇ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಆ ದಿವಸ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಟೀಕೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಲ್ಲ. ಪರ್ಯಾಯವಾದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ನಾನು ಒಪ್ಪೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲೂ ಪರ್ಯಾಯವಾದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಒಪ್ಪೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ.
Nobody asked Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa on whether there was a need to look for an alternative either at the state or at the centre. Yet, asked by media on why his own party men were speaking out against him, though there was no alternative leader in the BJP in Karnataka, what Yediyurappa said was very candid. What he said was he doesn't or cannot accept that there is no alternative either in the state or at the centre. Now, needless to say, this has set really the cat among the pigeons, because what he was trying to draw was a comparison between Karnataka and the centre. Was he saying that if there can be alternatives here, there could also be alternatives in many other leadership positions? Was he actually trying to challenge the leadership about his own continuation in the Chief Minister's seat? Detractors of Yediyurappa say that there has been a lot of campaign against the role that his son B.Y. Vijayendra has been having within the party, and as far as calling the shots of various departments in the government is concerned. So there has been some amount of anger, because one thing that the BJP really frowns upon is that of dynastic politics. At the same time, the BJP also would want to remind Yediyurappa that he is the only leader in the country who has enjoyed or benefited from two major relaxations. One is that of age. He is 78 years old, which is against the party's policy that anyone over 75 can have high executive positions. So he continues to enjoy a high executive position in Karnataka despite being 78. Second, the party usually does not reward people who've gone out from the BJP to other parties or build their own parties. When they come back, it does not reward them with any high position. But they made an exception with B.S. Yediyurappa purely because of his hold over the community, over the dominant lingayat community here in Karnataka. So while it has made these relaxations, it also realizes that it is important to treat B.S. Yediyurappa differently as compared with perhaps other leaders in other parts of the country, primarily because of his hold over the community as well as his hold over many party men, many party leaders in different regions and pockets of the state. But what we are also seeing is a sort of maneuvering between Yediyurappa and the central leadership on what best is the option. Do they continue with him until the next election? Because remember, assembly elections are 2 years away only. Or do they bring in a fresh face before the election, so that well before the election, so that they will be able to project a different CM face who has performed over the next 2 years or about a year before the election perhaps. This is something that's a dilemma for the BJP as well. So is it really a question of time, that they are looking for the right timing before they can ease out B.S. Yediyurappa? Or are they still banking on Yediyurappa's mass appeal of popularity to take them into the next election, and after that will they look at a change of leadership here in Karnataka? One thing the party is very keen is to avoid any sign that it could give into dynastic politics here in Karnataka, and that's perhaps one of the reasons they're also keeping their options open when they promote leaders like 3 deputy chief ministers of 3 different communities to see who really performs best and who is able to gather together the maximum popularity in the given period of time.